Hey guys, Kelly Sue from Cleopatra Art Studios here, and it's time to glue our project together, and I have a couple glues to choose from, and they all have their pros and cons, and what I suggest you do is find the one that you love the best. Some people only deal with really tiny things like tiered trays, so a super glue gel might be the best for you. So for door hangers, we need something a little bit stronger, thicker, because we're talking bigger pieces. So we used to just always use E6000 or Gorilla Glue, and what we found is that the sheen, when you push down and there's that squeeze out, the sheen is super shiny. And so what we've gone to in our paint parties are either the Quick and Thick Titebond or the wood glue from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. This one actually ends up being less per ounce, but these squeeze bottles are very convenient. These, the super glue wood glue from the Dollar Tree isn't quite super glue, but it does attach within probably 10 seconds. The Titebond, sometimes you need to apply pressure and it takes a little longer to attach. Okay, since I'm doing something smaller today, I'm going to use the Titebond. I'm going to show you a couple tricks. So I have a toothpick for small items, or you can find a toothbrush you no longer, or I'm sorry, a paintbrush you no longer need. Not a toothbrush. So let me find a paintbrush I no longer need. So this, you don't want to over glue, so I'm just going to go in and put a little glue, and I'm going to dab off my glue. So I'm not over gluing. I'm going to put that in place. It gives me just a minute or two to make some adjustments, and then it's on there for good, guys. So you could also use the toothpick for way smaller areas. I like to dab off the extra, and I'll show you why here in a second. Have a second to mess around with that glue, and then it becomes difficult to take off because it's adhered. So by not overusing, I don't have much of a squeeze out or an ooze out, and I don't have the glide. Let me show you what the glide is. And it wouldn't matter which glue I use. Sometimes I have to coax this down so it's not as fun. So let's say I overglued. Whoop, I just put way too much on there because I remember that you're supposed to outline and then you put it down. What's gonna happen is it's gonna glide. I don't wanna do that, it's gonna be too much. So I'm gonna take a lot of it off and it's still gonna glide. A glide is when you put it in place, but it moves on its own. So here we go. I'm trying to put it on place, but it's kind of like a Ouija board. It's moving around. So it's really too much glue. So what you can do is pop it off for a second, wipe off extra, hope for the best. Hope I didn't glue it up too much. There we go. And then just press down for a minute. You can see it's still kind of Ouija boarding it. Ouija boarding. But it's not too bad, and it's going to apply itself here very soon. And those are my paint choice use. Or I'm sorry, glue. Those are my glue uses. I like, for really, really tiny items, I would use a super glue gel. I really stay clear of the Gorilla Glue or the E6000 anymore, though it's still a very good product. My favorite two are the Quick and Thick Titebond, which I can only find on Amazon, Walmart, and at Lowe's, or this Dollar Tree Super Glue Wood Glue, which I bought as a joke, but it actually is fantastic. $1.25. Okay. Hope you liked it, and I hope this was useful.